In professional sports, you play half your games at home and half on the road. For the 2010 Los Angeles Lakers, the road had been an unfamiliar place until now.
There are different types of road trips, obviously. There's the overnight, the back-to-backs that you play home and you play out, or you go off to a city and you spend the night in the city, then you play the next day in the game.
We gotta wait for Fish, man. He's a good guy. Do we wait for Fish?
Hey, yeah, they're probably good looking.
The ones that are usually the long ones are the ones that are most beneficial to teams because guys go out, get a rhythm together.
We had a 14-day longer one last year. We had 9 games.
I think we went undefeated.
Yeah, we went 9-0. This is 8 games, 13, so.
This is your time to kind of hang together. We got a mentality now. This is what we have to do.
After a favorable early schedule, Phil Jackson and his troops are embarking on an 8-game East Coast trip. The first true test of their ability and cohesiveness.
What time is it? Game time!
First stop for LA would be the much-anticipated rematch with LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Kobe Bryant starting to come alive.
Bryant ties the game at 87. And James is on it.
Get back! Get back!
James on the drive. The Cleveland Cavaliers will come away with the win to sweep the season series from the Lakers.
Is part of the mentality on a long road trip like this to kind of play it and forget it, or do you want him to think about what went wrong tonight?
No, we just move on. And then anything to do with tomorrow night's game.
Phil, what can you say about Powell's free throws in this?
New York, I love New York, though. It's got great culture. So even though you're sitting in traffic here, it's not sitting in traffic on the 405. You get the people watch and look at things. I love this city. Madison Square Garden is my favorite place to play, though.
Kobe's affinity for Madison Square Garden is understandable, considering he scored 61 points on his last visit.
He is looking to score tonight. There's no question about it. Sets himself, puts it up, puts it in. Kobe Bryant putting on a show here in the first half.
While Kobe once again would be on his game, the same could not be said for the rest of the team.
Do you have the feeling that Kobe Bryant has lost confidence in his teammates?
The Lakers are fortunate to escape with a win, but Kobe is far from satisfied.
Guys got to get going. They got to get going. Powell's got to get going. Andrew's got to get going. Other players got to find the rhythm. Because I need them on this trip.
2 nights later, in Toronto, the Lakers continue to struggle and once again look to their leader to bail them out.
Gasol rolls to the bucket. Here's Bryant. No! Raptors win! 106-105. Raptors win!
Unlocked.
The road trip began with a 1-2 record. Clearly not what the Lakers expected. The team is in dire need of a distraction. And luckily, it was about to get one.
Well, here we go. Getting ready to go with the White House. I got my Obama jersey with me. Got the fresh shave going, the suit on. Jordo? You already met Barack.
Already met Barack. We're going for a second round. We get a chance to check out the White House.
The new suit?
New suit. Cost me pretty penny, Obama.
As one final reward for last year's championship, the Lakers and their families are invited to meet the president.
Of course, I've got to recognize Kobe Bryant, youngest player ever to reach 25,000 points in his career. And he's playing with a broken finger. Now, if I had a broken finger, I would have trouble getting out of bed. And he's still leading the team day in, day out. Give them a big round of applause.
The White House visit was only a momentary escape. Kobe's thoughts quickly returned to the state of the Lakers.
Where are you guys? Where's your team mentally right now?
That soft mentality right now. It's expecting that repeating is going to be easy, so everybody's a little fragile right now.
His style of leadership is demanding, and it can be, face-to-face and aggressive and assertive, and I think ultimately you don't have any problem with it if you're working as hard as you can work, and that's what people come to realize.
Miller, nowhere to go, and Fisher took it away from him. Up ahead to Shannon Brown, who scores. This is in a 2-3 zone.
Fisher left wing gets high post. Gasol left corner Artest. Open three, good. It's Boyd to the left baseline. His pass deflected, stolen by Fisher. Up the near side, lobbing for Bryant. Down the paint, lob in for Gasol, hammers it down. And a timeout by Flip Saunders.
The Lakers would finally show the heart that had been missing and earned a much-needed victory in the process.
Played a little better tonight. On to the next one.
When they come to someone else's arena, it's the Lake Show. It's always going to be the Lake Show.
The champs are in town. Kobe Bryant is here. And a little bit of Hollywood, of course. Lamar Odom married Khloe Kardashian.
Picks it up, goes to Odom. Lamar Odom down the lane, and he hammers him with a left-hand jam.
Beautiful, right? So romantic.
Vujacic out to Odom. His three-point shot is good at the buzzer.
Home sweet home.
Hey. Don't get lost in this city, guys. Remember, there's nasty people here. 1, 2, 3.
And the box. Bryant. Shot clock at 7. Bryant leads, falling away. Puts it in. And the Lakers take a 1-point lead with 7.3 remaining. What a clutch shot once again from Kobe Bryant.
That's what we do, baby. Yes, sir. That's what we do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, you know it.
That's why they call you the greatest. They don't believe us, man. We're going to make them believe us, man.
Oh, man.
We're going to make them believe us every time.
After 12 days on the road, it's time to go home. The Lakers would return with a 5-3 record, but it came with a cost.
Right now, we've been dinged up all season. It's bad luck. I mean, sometimes you're just unlucky. The reality is if you're a championship team, you have to will yourself to get through that. You have to do it.
As they hobble home, the question still remains, how good is this team? And with half a season remaining, how far could it go?
I haven't got a feel for that yet. We're still about 10, 12 games away from really seeing the grist of the season and what that's going to make for our team.